Hi there, I'm Shannon Sear, and I help strong and successful men who are struggling in lonely and disconnected marriages get the confidence and clarity that they need to either fix the struggles inside their marriage or move forward without regret. So today we are talking about, will it go back to the way that it was, right? It's that question of, if I become happy inside my marriage, is it going to go back to the way that it was? And so this is a question that I get asked all the time, really. So sometimes when we come through a difficult experience inside of our marriage and we find our way to a better place on the other side, we're really worried that that's not going to last and that we're going to end up going back to the way that we were before, right? And so that was one of my recent clients' fear. He had been thinking about leaving his marriage for probably at least 7 years, right? And so that was at the point that we kind of began working together and talking through some of these ideas, right? And after our time together had come to an end, things had gotten to a much better place in his relationship. He was feeling good within the marriage. Things had changed. He was able to create a lot of differences that were really working. And that was really kind of when this fear came up for him. One night he and his wife were at dinner, and he said to her over dinner, I love you, and I'm really glad to be here, and I'm glad that we're choosing one another. And he noticed that when he was saying it, that this fear kind of crept up upon him out of nowhere. He said that he really felt like that he was afraid that if he told her that he was happy and that he was choosing the marriage, that things would change, that she would kind of step back and, take her foot off the gas, so to speak, and kind of go back to old behaviors, and that maybe they would just end up in the same spot where they started. And so here's the problem with that. When he feels that way, he thinks that he has to kind of keep pushing and pushing and pushing and never really fully be happy. And so he feels like, it's better for him to never really reach a place of contentment. So then that way she'll keep doing the behaviors that have helped the marriage get to a better place, right? And so this isn't true. And I want to offer another path to you, just like I did to him, in case this sounds familiar. So what if you didn't have to keep your foot on the gas in order to try to control her behavior? What if you just kept making yourself vulnerable and showing up like you have been, right? What if you keep genuinely appreciating her, communicating more, sharing your feelings, and she just continues to respond to you? So it's this idea of, what if you just keep taking action and she has a reaction, right? Because as long as you keep showing up for the relationship, good things will probably happen, and she will probably respond to that. And that feels so much better than having to kind of keep your foot on the gas and never being fully content, so that you don't fall back into the same pattern. So why not try that? Fear is going to show up in our relationships, but when you find yourself in a better place, it's not about keeping your foot on the gas so you can control your partner's behavior. It's about you really consistently showing up as the man that you want to be, and then noticing your partner's reaction. I hope you like what you heard, and if so, please subscribe to the channel. This way you'll be notified every time I come out with something new. If you would like to explore if there's a fit for you and I to work together in a private coaching capacity, you can go to mensmarriagecoach.com and sign up for a complimentary exploratory session there. And you are also able to download the free ebook, Stay or Go, to give you more ideas on ways that you can create change in your marriage. All my best.